You're watching a Fox 13 News special presentation, The Gift of Hope.
Welcome back, everybody. There is such a thing as a living donor. Some of our organs, like kidneys, can be shared. Organ donation, or the gift of hope as we like to call it, can come from total strangers who will never meet, while others receive an organ from someone they know very well. And that's what you're about to see in these next two stories.
Santa Claus, pretty boy.
Eloy Romero and Fred Romero are brothers. Their families are close and often get together. Eloy and Fred both enlisted and proud to serve. Eloy went to Vietnam and Fred was in the Air Force. But when Fred was in his early 20s, he needed something important from his brother.
Well, I got sick in November of '69. They told me that my kidneys had failed.
The family jumped at the chance to help. Eloy asked doctors what he could do.
They did mention to us that a family would work better. So that's when I volunteered, and that's what they did. They did all the tests, and it worked out good.
This was a potentially life-threatening surgery. At that time, it had been just 15 years since the first successful kidney transplant took place in Boston. In hindsight, the brothers are able to laugh about the risks involved.
It was just set up that we were going to have the transplant, and I went with it. No one ever told me I'd die or anything.
And while Eloy says there is no need for thanks, Fred told us how he feels.
It's hard to try to explain what life is and what it means to you. I'm just so thankful to Eloy for what he's done for me. There's just no way that you can actually put it into words.
36-year-old Darren Briggs lives in Utah, but his job takes him on the road. When Tessa, a co-worker in Wisconsin, friend and fellow Packer fan, learned her kidney was failing, Darren found out about it in an email.
I sent her an email back about 3 o'clock that afternoon and just said, I'm praying for you, I hope everything goes well, and if you need my kidney, it's yours, no questions asked, just tell me where to be and when to show up.
After a series of conversations, Darren and Tessa had a life-changing talk.
And then it was in July where she finally came to me and said, okay, if you're really serious and you are willing to be tested to see if we would match, here's some information, and you can kind of look and decide and see if this is really something you want to or are willing to do.
Darren was a perfect match. He says the living donor experience has made him an organ donor advocate.
I really would just like to educate as many people as possible that there's somebody out there that you can help. That's really the bottom line.